Good morning, students. Welcome back once again. Next topic, that is random access memory, RAM and the read-only memory, ROM, in storage and the memory device for class 4 and computer science of chapter 1, that is computer and storage units. Firstly, we will discuss RAM. RAM, random access memory, is the internal memory of the computer for storing data, program and information. It reads and writes memory, which is store data until the machine is working. As soon as the machine is switched off, the data is erased. All of you know that about the RAM, random access memory is a volatile memory and it has the less capacity to store the data. When we run a program, it stores its processes in RAM. RAM is a volatile, which means if you close the program without saving a file, you lose whatever change you made since the last time you saved the file. अगर while जब हम कोई भी प्रोग्राम कंप्यूटर के अंदर इंटर करते हैं, डालते हैं, अगर हम उस प्रोग्राम को, उस फाइल को अगर सेव नहीं करते हैं, एट दैट टाइम द power is power supply is off, and then all data which has already entered in the computer has lost. This is the figure of RAM you have seen in the slide. That is the RAM. In next topic, I am going to explain ROM, read-only memory. What is ROM? ROM stands for the read-only memory, the memory from which we can only read but cannot write on it. This type of memory is non-volatile. Non-volatile, it means when we store the data and information into the memory, it has stored permanently. The information is stored permanently in such memories during the manufactured. A ROM stores such as instructions that are required to start a computer. This operation is refers to the bootstrap, and the ROM chips are not only used in computer but also in the other electronic device. Now we are going to discuss some various types of ROM. First one is the mass ROM. The very first ROMs were hard-wired devices that contained a pre-programmed setup of data and the instruction. These kind of ROMs are known as the mass ROMs, which are inexpensive. The next type of ROM is programmable read-only memory. PROM is read-only memory that can be modified only once by a user. It cannot be reused by the users. The users buy a blank PROMs and enter the desired contents using a PROM program. Inside the PROM chips, there are the small fuses which are burnt open during the program. Next is erasable and the programmable read-only memory. The EPROM can be erased by exposing it to the ultraviolet lights for the duration of up to the 40 minutes. Usually an EPROM achieves this function. Last one is that is electrically erasable and the programmable read-only memory. The EPROM, sorry, the double EPROM is the programmable and the erased electrically. It can be erased and reprogrammed about 10,000 times. Both erasing and programming takes about 4 to 10 minutes, milliseconds, sorry. There are some advantages of read-only memory. First one is read-only memory is non-volatile memory. I have discussed earlier about the non-volatile nature of the memory. This cannot be accidentally changed. Cheaper than RAM, sorry. Easy to test, more reliable than the RAM. And last one, we are going to discuss the topic storage device. we can see the figure of room in slide. That is the DVD and floppy disk. We can say that that is an example of ROM, read only memory. Next topic is storage device. Our computer uses two different type of storage device. First one is internal memory device and next one is external memory device. While both types saves and access our data files, they do so in the different ways. The internal and external storage device have the very different physical and the operational characters. The examples of internal memory, that is RAM and ROM, while external device is only read-only memory, that is called the ROM. Internal memory is usually chips or the modules that we attach directly to the motherboards, and ROM is such type of a memory which is already installed and integrated on the motherboard. There are two types of storage device, that is the primary storage device and the secondary storage device. I am going to explain the primary storage device. Generally, it is a smaller in size. These devices are designed to hold data temporarily and are in the internal to the computer. That is the secondary storage device. These usually have the large storage capacity and they store data permanently. For examples, hard disk, compact disk drive, and the USB storage device. That is the figure of USB storage device we can see on the slides. Thank you.